All right. So I know it sounds like crack lighter, but it's a cigarette. Wind's been kind of crazy. Weather's been kind of crazy lately. So I'm using crack lighters to light cigarettes. Funny thing is, you can buy those things in well, it's California, right? So you use those things for marijuana. That's legal. So I guess that's the reasoning behind that. Um, At least it's the reasoning you find them in liquor stores these days. So I haven't done anything in a while, man. Fucking rusty. Forgot how to do half of this shit, but whatever. Um, for those really kind of interested, somebody asked me to do something, since I haven't done anything in a while, you know. So I figure I might as well do something. Come on here. And hey, how you doing? One thing I've been slacking on that I need to deal with. And like I said, this is not anything exciting. This is just me, doing my thing out in public. Um, trying to get ideas for what to FOIA for. Kind of thinking about that lately. You know, what do I want? What do I want? What would I, what would benefit anything involving this crap? Um, Worth FOIAing, worth getting a FOIA for. So, not really sure. I know I have a couple ideas so far. And let me do this. Like I said, I forgot how to do this stuff, man. Okay, so here's this. There's the report. Let's go into the fit report. I believe this is the final. I think this is the final. Let me see. This is where no, this isn't the final. This is the. Is that even the one I was on? That might not even be the one I was looking at. Got so many tabs open on this thing. It's ridiculous. Okay, well, there's a final one, so we can do that. Let's see if we can get this up. And like I said, I'd like to get a few ideas. Oh, here's final. Okay, that's final. Yeah, I got all these tabs open. So I got the preliminary, I got the final. Um, I think I got two versions of the final up here on setup. So this is where I would start. And I just got my iPad here to take notes. So, all this crap. I don't care about the guns, whatever. I really don't care about that. Maybe I'll ask for ballistics just for shits and giggles, you know, since everyone's so, beat up on ballistics. Everybody seems to want that. Maybe I'll see what they give me back, what kind of response I get back. But it's probably going to be one of those things where it's a 5-year wait, I'm guessing. Because I don't know. I got the email up here somewhere where it tells how long it takes for stuff. But let's see. Let's see. Okay. So let's look at the evidence, at least the evidence as relates to this stuff. And again, I'm just killing time because somebody asked me to go on here and talk about really anything. And I didn't know what to talk about, so I figured I'd do this. Let me get my YouTube up in the other window so I can actually see. Oh, what the hell? All right. So let's see. Open suitcase. Yeah. I mean, so what we could do, I guess, the problem is, you have to be very specific on these things, and that's one thing I noticed, like the ones that I'm getting actual responses to, it's like stuff that you can be very specific about. Like, I want this from this, you know, text data. I want text data from cell phones with the numbers, this, and this, um, stuff like that. And, that came through, and the same thing with, the financials of Stephen Paddock from this date to this date, it seems like you have to be fairly specific. So the problem I'm having with some of this shit that I would have with some of this stuff is like, you could say, you know, um, yeah, we got the black Logitech camera. Doesn't matter. Can't do anything with that. Camera's position. Yeah, you can't do anything with that. But like, let's say suitcases, right? I want an inventory of suitcases because I figured, from something I read on online, they're saying one of the easiest things to get out of the FBI is a list because they don't usually have to redact much when it comes to a list of things, and it's usually 1 or 2 pages. So, like, you could get theoretically a list of items in these suitcases, which they may even send you a thing saying we've already released that in the last vault drop, which I checked the vault today. There's nothing new. But they may say something jacked up like that because they technically did do that. They did exactly that, but they did it in an order that just didn't make any sense, and they skipped a lot of things in there. So it was hard to follow. Um, so that would be an interesting thing to see, exactly what was in what bag and all that sort of stuff. Um, how we had a lot of that stuff set up. It's not gonna change the game. It's not gonna change much. It won't move the needle, but at least, you get an idea of what this guy how he had things set up. Um, so I'm not really interested too much in that. Let's see, BabySense camera. I mean, it would be interesting to see if that was connected to anything, but, again, how do you FOIA that? How do you do that? This is not really the stuff that's there were tools on the desk and a chair. Yeah, I mean, you get a list of the tools, I guess, but, white bag on the floor that had an empty ammunition box inside, as well as a broken Dell laptop computer. See, stuff like that, like, you could say, white bag on the floor, the master bedroom, list of items, contained within that. But again, I'm afraid they would send you a thing saying, "Yeah, we just put that in the vault," or they'll just tell you it's going in the vault, not giving a shit that it's already in there. I don't know, but I will say this, and um, I don't think I've been on since all this went down. At least not on this. I think I talked about this on someone else's channel that I just randomly went on and started talking about Vegas, but the FBI is strange. The FOIA thing is strange. I don't really. It's a weird thing. So, the last video I did, I believe I said I talked about how the FBI is bugging the shit out of me, and so they sent me a letter saying, you know, that what you're asking for is I forget how many pages, over 1,000, I think it was, and that um, I don't think so. I think the last FOIA that came out was the one I did. I think the last FOIA that came out was the text data, which was crazy. I mean, I finally got around to sharing that with oh my god, I can't remember names anymore. Eric. Um Eric I can't remember his name. I can't remember the name of his channel anymore, but I finally got around to sharing it with him and he thought it was actually very interesting. But some of the stuff that was in there. But I already did something on that. But yeah, so the thing is, I asked for all kinds of stuff at one point, and there's still a lot of stuff out there, but What was weird about it, and I don't think anyone else got this kind of response from the FBI, which is strange. The, so they messaged me back, said, "Your thing is too long. It's gonna take up to 5 years for us to get that to you." And they were like, "Do you want to," but the way they wrote it was like, "If you would like to, you can minimize your search or, however you word that, by going on the FOIA website and redoing it." So I was like, all right, I'm gonna ignore the email because who cares? Who cares? It's 5 years. I ain't waiting 5 years. I don't want it if that's the case. Um, and this was over his financial records. Yeah, I believe it's his financial records. So it was like 1,400 pages or something crazy. I don't know. I'd have to go look it up. But so I just ignored the email because why bother? Why am I going to waste my time on that? Um, then I think it was like 2 weeks later, got another email from him. And every time you get an email saying FOIA.FBI.gov, you get excited because you're like, shit, they just sent me something. But I get another email from him saying the same thing. It was the same basic email. Do you want this information? It's going to take up to 5 years. Um, you can, narrow your search by using the FOIA website. And then I ignored that too because, again, I don't care. Like, why are you guys bugging me? And then 2 weeks later, I get another one. And same thing. So finally, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I wrote him back. I said, look, I'm not interested in waiting 5 years for this information. That's too long. And I'm just, in 5 years, it's just not going to be worth anything to me. So then I get an email back from this person saying, well, it basically is weird because it was over the holidays. So the person said, sorry, I've been out of the office. Sorry for the late response. I've been out of the office for the holidays. But, if you would like, we can narrow it down to just the first 50 pages of the information you're asking for. Said, well, I only want the years 2016, 2017. So, if we can narrow it down to that, I'd be happy. And they said, well, the what you asked for, the 1,400 pages or whatever, was was only the month of October of 2017. And I was thinking, holy shit, that's fucking nuts. That's insane. Like, what the fuck is in there? I mean, shit, a bank statement is only, 6 pages at the most, if you're using using stuff a lot. But, and even if it's a couple months, I mean, that's crazy. So for some weird ass reason, there's a lot of information in there. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know how much of it's gonna be redacted. It's crazy. But yeah, so I basically told him, yeah, okay, give me the 50 pages. But I was thinking, the way this person wrote that little letter about sorry, I've been on vacation, all this sort of stuff. It's like, wow, what are you my friend now? Like, do I are we buddies now? Are we sharing like personal stories and shit like that? I mean, is that what we're doing? It's like that's weird. That's just strange. That just struck me as very odd because I'm nobody, to these people. So it's like, what the hell are you apologizing to me for? Anyway, so that was I think I sent that email out probably 3 weeks ago. The first 50 pages they said should take up to 3 months. So should be getting that for whatever it's worth. I to be honest with you, when I first set out all those FOIAs, there was a reason behind everything that I sent out and why I wanted everything I sent out. And I don't remember what the reasoning was behind any of it anymore. And that particular one there, if I remember right, what I was trying to figure out was I wanted to see how much money was coming into his bank accounts, how much was going out, so you kind of get an idea of how much money this guy was supposedly making versus how much he was losing gambling because he did lose a lot of money gambling in the months coming up to this. So I don't know. I don't see gambling as a thing that you win. So I wanted to see what that was about. I believe that's what that was. But I'm not completely. I don't remember everything I was looking for. But so as I go through this, and I don't want to listen to myself talk for 70 hours or whatever I got on this thing, on this channel. But as I go through this, I always say, oh, well, it'd be nice to have a FOIA on this, a FOIA on that. I think in the beginning, I was always saying, LVSA, get on it. But, I started getting on it myself a little bit here. Um, Following items were located in the bed. Okay, so that's interesting. Dell laptop computer. Yeah, well, I mean, what are you going to ask for? You can't be specific with that. Like what was on the computer, and they're not going to tell you anything. Passport, the name is sympathetic, 4 Home Depot gift cards, which, yeah, I found out a long time ago where those came from. Checkbook, cash out voucher for the Palms Casino dated 8/28, 2017. So we know he's in the Palms on that date. There were 3, and I did look for videos on that, and I could not find a single video of the Palms walkthrough anywhere near that date. There were 3 suitcases west of the bed. It's interesting because nowadays, like, people are live streaming Vegas all over the place. So, like, if he tried to pull this shit off, we'd have all kinds of video and pictures and stuff of him in this day and age. But most of those live streams started right before the pandemic. Um, let's see. There were 3 suitcases west of the bed, 2 of which were empty. One had clothing inside. Okay. And see, so something like that, you could ask for a list of clothing just to figure out what the hell was in there. It would be interesting to see what kind of clothing was in there. It's like women's clothing or something that freak everybody out. Um, Television, drill bits, yeah. Empty rifle magazines, closet with a single white bathrobe hanging inside, which is probably hotel property. Um, Attached southeast bathroom, bathtub. Okay, 2 inhalers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Um, Prescription for diazepam. So, what does that mean? Does that mean there's actually a prescription in there? Does that mean there were actually the diazepam was in there? I don't know. I'm guessing the pills were there. Let's see. Let's see. 2 inhalers. Yeah, toilet room. Yeah, whatever. Shoes on the floor. See what kind of shoes they were. That'd be cool. Kind of shoes that old man fucking wore. He was a cheap fucker though, so probably some garbage. Um, Curtains, yeah, there's really nothing here. I mean, there's a lot of this stuff. It'd be interesting to get an inventory of the ammunition, but I think they actually gave that to us. I just never really went through it right the way I should. But I mean, I don't know what that's going to tell you, but it'd be interesting. Let's see. Sympathetic lost $38,000 back in September 2017. I would love to know how much more he lost leading up to October 1st. Yeah, that was interesting, man. $38,000, man. And I mean, that was at the Tropicana, and they didn't want to give him a room. They didn't want to give him a room. Like, that's weird, man. That's what bugs the shit out of me about that Tropicana thing is that, he blew $38,000 there, and they weren't willing to give him a room on the first. That's weird, man. That's weird. The only thing I could think of is he asked for that room so late that they'd already booked it up. Because otherwise, yeah, they would have just fucking bumped somebody out of that room, put him somewhere else, and then gave Paddock the room, I would think. But especially since he's spending that kind of money. But no, man, they fucking nixed him, dude. They didn't, which brings into question why would you do that? Like, why would you deny that shit? Was he acting shady? Was something up with them that they were like, nah, fuck this guy, we don't want him here? Or was it something else? I mean, was somebody in the room by the time he called? Which then that means that he called so late, on that room, which what, maybe the 27th when he, or the 28th. It was 27th when he asked for the room with the double doors down in the 200 hallway and he couldn't get it. So, but why? Like, why? You know what, man? I'm going to segue off of this, man, because this is interesting. That question right there just made me wonder. Okay, so let's see if we can find a map of Vegas. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. There's a map of the Vegas Strip. Let me get this up real quick, and then I'll switch over to it because last time I tried to do this, it doxed me, and I had to delete the video. Let's see if I can find the damn strip here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now how do I get the little dude fucking on the street? Okay. I think Mandalay Bay is right about here. Oh, that's weird. Put me in a weird spot. Okay, so let's run this up real quick. Just give me something to talk about, something to do, something to keep me entertained. Let's go to that right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Delano, Mandalay. I said it dumped me in a weird place. Like I'm in a parking garage. I don't know if it's gonna let me out of this parking garage, or if I'm gonna have to drag the little dude. But I think I'm on the back side. Yeah, I'm on the back side over here. So, there's the Mandalay Bay. He would have driven through here. Well, this video taken is December 2022, so this is way after that. So there's no chance of getting extremely lucky. Okay, so here's the parking garage, self park. All right, so I'm trying to find my bearings here. This is the self park. Where is the? So I believe we looked it up back in the day, and we figured out that he had to basically drive around this place to go from valet to the self park. This is not what I planned on really doing here. Let's see. Let's see if we can. No, I don't want that. No. I can't remember how to even control Google Maps at this point. Let's see. Where's the damn? Give me the damn Mandalay Bay. It'd be over on the other side over here. Okay. This would be the intersection. Okay. So yeah, this is the intersection. So okay, so you have obviously this is a side. There's a little bit of graphic problems there with the Mandalay Bay, but this is the side, of course, of the shooting. So I'm actually kind of just curious. I wish I could get an overhead view. I know there's a way to do it, and I haven't. Okay, so this is the 200 wing, right? So he'd be looking down that direction. Now, one thing is kind of a theory of mine, I guess. Let's see if I can figure out how this works again. And I don't think I understand how exactly this works. Oh, what is this dot here? What did you guys do? Who did this? It's not going to let me in the dot. So if I could figure this out, which I should have probably tried to figure this out before I started this madness. Here, let's do this. This will work. This will work. Where's my little dude? How can I drag this dude uh, up to where I want him? It's not letting me drag the little dude. What the fuck? Seriously, people? All right. Well, fuck it. Let's hoof it over there. So you got this is the valet, right? This is the valet exit right here. One of them. All right. So like one idea that I have, I don't want to call it a theory because that's such a negative term at this point, especially when I say it. It's a very negative term. Okay, let's I need to get way up this street up here. Okay, obviously, that's not the venue yet. We're not there yet. Okay, there's the venue. All right, so what I'm trying to do here, and I should be able to do it from ground level on this side here, is I want to go to the gas station. I want to check out the gas station. Okay, so here's the gas station. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Okay, so this is the gas station. Now, okay. So here's what I'm thinking, and maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm crazy, but I think that it's quite possible that those incendiary rounds were not meant for fuel tanks. They weren't meant for the fuel tanks at the airport. Then it's possible that those rounds were meant for this right here, to hit these. And I don't honestly know what would happen if someone was able to peg one of these with an incendiary round. I just have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know if that would work, if that wouldn't work. And the only reason I can think that he didn't like 135, 134 for this ideology, this theory that I have here, is because the Luxor sign's in front of it. It's blocking it. And I just realized this now. I'm just looking at this now. This is just something that came up in my head because when I looked at the Tropicana and the room he was, come on, let's close up a little bit, make it easier. When I was looking at the room he wanted the Tropicana, it was over here. And it was one of these rooms up in this building. And these windows kind of open at a 90-degree angle. And in the video that I saw with the guy that was staying one floor, I think below where Paddock was, and I don't even know which of these is the 21st floor or whatever he wanted. But the guy was staying, floor below that, and that floor. I mean, from there, the crazy thing about that is the closest thing to him is this damn gas station. He had those incendiary rounds. I mean, he had to have them for a reason, right? Now, from this angle, his view's not really blocked. But, from the next, if we just go over one, the view is blocked. So, I don't know if it holds water. I guess I have to go up into the building and see. If that idea holds water. I mean, you got this thing here too, but that's not really going to block much. That light pole or whatever that is. It's a light pole, right? Oh no, it's the AM/PM sign yeah. That's not going to block much, but that Luxor tower, that thing's kind of massive. That would not be something you're going to be shooting bullets through. You got this thing over here, but that's like way out of the way. But you do have a view from the 200 wing. You have a really good view from 200 wing, man. There's nothing obstructing that. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, it's just thought. Because those incendiary rounds really bother me, dude. He bought those for a fucking reason, and he bought them after it looks like he was planning on doing this, even though I don't think he was planning this for an entire freaking year. But it's possible. It's possible that the FBI has something we don't know about, proving that. Because every time we get something, it kind of proves them right and something else. Yeah, and then this thing wouldn't have worked. The Delano might have worked. This tower here might have worked from the Luxor if you could have got a room in that tower. Let's see, Excalibur might have worked. Shit, the Excalibur might have worked a little too well, because then then these people would have all had to run the opposite direction, which a lot of them did anyway. But they would have had to run into the neighborhoods back there. They wouldn't have had a choice. But again, incendiary rounds, Arco Station. I don't know. I don't know if that was part of the plan. Just to me, it just seems like that's a possibility. And again, I don't even know what happened if he actually pulled that off. I really don't know. All right, let's get out of this. Let's go back to what I was doing. All right, so not really much here. Not really much to ask for, with all the stuff. I mean, the handwritten note, what? You're going to get another picture of this thing? That they're not going to explain it to you, I don't think. Even if you ask them to, I don't think they would. But someone did describe this. I forget who it was, but somebody came in that was a shooter. Had a lot of guns. Was a gun person, and they explained this really well. So I think that thing is legit. I believe. Is it Nick Cook? I think he might have been the one that explained that to me one day. This is crazy. So it actually does make sense. It actually works out, and that's what he was doing. At least I'm convinced. Let's see, which I wasn't convinced before. He was wearing black pants. Yeah, okay, that's the body. I mean, contents of this thing. I don't even know what to call that. I don't even know if I'd be able to get the contents of whatever that cooler thing is. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there it is. A Luxor sticker were on the back of the case, so they call it a case. Empty silver, empty. Okay, well it's empty, so they're not going to send you anything on that. Let's see what's in the bar counter, Android monitor. Yeah, video with the video feed. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Central located were bank cards along with other cards and the name of Stephen Paddock. Okay. Well, bank cards. It's you probably figure out what banks he was using, I guess. The east end of the bar counter was a black holster, black glove, binoculars, blue hat, brown wallet, tape roll, credit cards. You can find out what credit cards he had, I guess. Nevada ID in the name of Stephen Paddock, player's card. You get a picture of the Nevada ID, but I think we already got that. I think they sent that in the last FOIA thing. Valet ticket. You probably get the valet ticket from him if you wanted it. A notepad with the words "unplugged phones" written on it. That's God. It's always been weird, man. That's always been a weird thing, man. I don't understand that. A white handheld monitor. Okay, yeah. Black the white handheld monitor, I believe, is the Baby Sense monitor. I believe that's what that is. It's not a good picture right there. I believe that's what that is, because it does come with a little tiny monitor, like a little egg-shaped thing. I believe that year did, if I remember right. Player's card, ZTE phone, front and back cameras covered with tape. Motherfucker's paranoid. Fucker is paranoid. Yeah. Okay. So I believe That is the baby sense monitor right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on this thing. It's going to make me use arrow keys. I hate arrow keys. Yeah, I think in the center next to his hat, I believe that is the baby sense monitor. All right, what else we got? Yeah, not interested in any of this shit. I need to get down to where the evidence is, because that's where the magic happens. Damaged door, all that stuff. I did ask for crime scene photos, and I never got a response back at all. I never got anything back from that. I don't know what's going on with that. His vehicle. Let's see. So, let's see. Back bin space. The key. He backed it in. He backed it in. Dude was gangster. Okay. Let's see. A search warrant was obtained. Okay, I don't care. Don't care about the response teams. X-rays. Let's see. Bomb technicians. 5 bags. Okay. Evidence collected from inside Pack's vehicle. See, you could get you could ask them for probably a list of things. It's not really why I'm doing this, so I don't really care about that. But you probably ask them for a list of items in each bag, each of these 5 bags. That'd probably work. They'd probably give you that. And then if you're lucky, man, you get something other than towels and ammunition and tannerite on a list of things. I mean, wasn't there like a picture of? Well, there's the angle bag, so I don't know. Went shopping for somebody. Went shopping for somebody. So I don't know if Mary Lou had the physique at that time to be shopping at a post-teen little boutique. Pags Mesquite residence, yeah. I mean, there's some interesting stuff taken out of that residence, but see, that's something you got to go into the other report for. And yeah, not really interested in the guns and stuff. This backpack, we actually found out what was in there. There's a drill inside that thing, which is weird, man. You brought a drill up there in a children's backpack. Strange, very strange. What we got here? Okay, there's the stuff in the all this stuff. Oh, the weapons. Okay, I don't care about the weapons. Soft body armor. That's crazy, man. He had body armor for Christ's sake. That's fucking nuts. I don't remember seeing the body armor on the new. What was in the vault? I don't remember seeing it in there, which is strange. Um, I mean, they left a lot of things out of there, but I mean, I don't know why they would leave that out. Let's see. Let's see. 14 were found to have been fired. All the bullets he fired. I'll look at that again someday. Let's see. So, lock interrogations. Okay, yeah. I mean, let's see, lock interrogations, because we already got the lock interrogations. But we didn't get lock interrogations for any other rooms other than 135 and 134. It'd be nice to have it for 129, but they might say some privacy bullshit with that. I don't know. Or they'll just tell you they don't have it. I don't know. So several items of evidentiary value. See, like that'd be like that's one of those things. Like give me a list of this shit. Like I want to know what that was, but they're doing simple searches, from my understanding. So you got some person at the FBI that has no clue what the hell that all this stuff is coming in. Yeah, there's body armor that was listed in here. I remember seeing that back in the day, but I always glossed over it because it's not a big deal. I mean, I never thought of it as a big deal. Where was this? Let's see where this was. This might not even be at the, yeah, okay. So that's why it doesn't matter. It's at Babbling Brook in Mesquite. So he had the body armor in Mesquite. So that's why. Now, the computer related items, that would be interesting to get a, man, though, man, it's not specific. Like, I don't even know how to write that one up. Let's see. I'm gonna write that because, like, you related items at Mesquite House. Because I may try and ask for it if I can think of a way to word that. But how are you gonna word it, right? You're gonna say like, I want a list of his computer related items at his house, you know? Because what they got to do is they got to do a search, you know. I'm sure all they're doing is they're searching a database and they're coming up with whatever the database is. Um, no, there's no pics of the body armor. There's no pictures of anything from the house in Mesquite. Anyway, so yeah, it'd be hard to get. Um, It'd be hard to tell them like I want whatever a list of the computer related items you took from the Babbling Brook home or whatever, and they look up computer related items, and God knows what's going to come up on that. Like that kind of a search, it may come up with nothing. They may just tell you, no, fuck you, I ain't doing that search. That sounds stupid. I don't know. So they want you to be fairly specific with a lot of this shit. Let's see. Several types of ammunition. We have a list of that, and I'm not even sure where it's at anymore and all the minutia, but I'm sure LVSA knows where it's at. Lock interrogations. Let's see, key cards. Yeah. Uh, yeah. See, I want what I wanted. Like the one thing that I really, really wanted is I want to see the interviews with the people at the front desk, but I don't know how to ask for it, right? Because I asked for it by name. Jay Wheeler, C. Colton, C. Orpia. I asked for that by specific names. I said I want their, you know, I'm like, you redact the names, but I just want but they never even got back to me on that one. So I don't think they like that I actually used people's names, and so, in the end, they're probably thinking, well, this guy, he's asked for these specifically. We send them to him. He's going to know exactly who they are. And that's not the way we work. We redact names out of everything, and you're not supposed to know who this is. So I don't know. They didn't. They never got back to me on that one. Let's see, DNA. So again, several. I know Hunter wanted this, several items of evidentiary value. He's always like tripping on whatever that could be. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you're not going to ask him to give you a list of the several items of evidentiary value collected from the room. They're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like everything in that room was evidentiary. Like you're on crack. Okay, so here's where we go into stuff we might be able to get. So the leads investigated. I don't know. They're probably not going to want to tell you that. They're not going to put names in there and say we talked to these people, and these people, and these people. 22,000 hours of video. See, I don't even know how they send you video because they send this all like through either the mail or email. So I don't know if they're going to send you links to video, but images, that's possible. But see, it's like 252,000 images, which they're probably going to put one image to a page, and they're basically going to tell you, dude, this is going to take 15 fucking years for us to get this to you because we got to go through and redact it all. So I don't know. I don't know if I even want to touch that. Like crime scene photos, yeah, dude. I mean, that's worth it, dude. I'll wait a year or 2 years for the crime scene photos. I mean, we've already waited 5, but I wish I would have done all the stuff from the beginning. but 252,000, dude, that's crazy. Um, 500 sightings of Paddock. So I mean, you could ask for images with Stephen Paddock in them. That's 500 images. That would, I think with them, and the problem is they put all these cover sheets in this shit. So like every image probably has a cover sheet of like where it was taken and all this sort of bullshit. So you're going to end up with, instead of 500 pages, you're going to end up with 1,000. They're going to tell you it's going to take fucking 10 years. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I'm going to put that down though, because that is interesting. Okay. So there's that. Now this is where, yeah, this, I think we might be able to get something out of this. Dropbox.com, Box.com, Microsoft OneDrive. So they did go into these. HP laptop computer contained internet artifacts from the following cloud storage services: Dropbox.com, Box.com, Microsoft OneDrive. Dropbox and Microsoft OneDrive were installed on the laptop. Box.com was accessed through a web browser. Although they don't say that they actually got in there, but it says artifacts from the following cloud storage services. I don't even know what they're trying to say with that, but I'm going to ask for a list of contents. Um, List of contents from, let's see, Box.com, Dropbox, and what was the other one? Microsoft OneDrive. All right. So that is something that it's possible to at least just get a list of that stuff, see what was in there. You know, it's probably going to say something like photograph number one, photograph number two, photograph number three, or whatever, but who knows? Could be, emails, could be all kinds of shit in there. You can store anything in those things. And he's got three of them, so he used them, it looks like. I don't know. Of course, Microsoft OneDrive probably came installed on the computer, pre-installed. So who knows? Dropbox.com, I think you would have to physically go to that and deal with that. Box.com, access through a web browser. That tells me he probably fucking did it. Let's see. The addendum down here: computer analysis was completed by the FBI. Information summarized by the FBI analysis report. So I guess you could ask for that. I don't know how to ask for that, but you could. Um, I'm going to see if they'll give me a list of what was on these. Just a list, I mean, like I said, even if it just says image number one, image number two, we'll know whether he was storing photos or whether he was storing emails or storing something else. I mean, video, I don't fucking know. Watch you gonna say it's fucking child porn, it's illegal. Come and arrest my ass. Let's see. Google Map searches for Venice Beach, Fenway Park. Yeah, I don't care about all that. I already went through a bunch of that, and it's like banging your head into a wall. Vivid seats. I wonder if, um, let's see, Life is Beautiful ticket. So, I mean, it looks like he tried to go to the Life is Beautiful festival. I wonder if it's possible to, I mean, it's a big ask. I don't know. They probably wouldn't go for that. But if you could ask for any photographs that um, have Stephen Paddock from the Life is Beautiful festival, or photographs taken at the Life's Beautiful festival that contain Stephen Paddock. I'm gonna write that down, dude, because I think I'm gonna ask for that, just for shits and giggles. Because it'd be interesting just to see, like, was he actually there? Did he show up at the Life's Beautiful? I mean, what would be fucked up is to ask for uh, ask for pictures of him at the Route 91. But I don't think with the timeline that they've nailed down, I don't think, because like, October 1st, he's been working on it. Hunter was working on it when he was alive. They kind of nailed down the timeline to a point where he didn't have a lot of spare time to be doing stuff, not in Vegas. So I don't know if he actually would have had time to go to Route 91 itself, actually attend it. Let's see. But yeah, so I mean, San Diego.org, Vivid Seats. I wonder if Vivid Seats, if they got whatever. Um, I wonder if they got his. Oh my god, I don't even know how to word it. Okay, Vivid Seats. I don't know how to word it. That's a problem. I don't know how to word that because, like, I would like to see, did he buy tickets from this website, which Vivid Seats kind of a shit website, but did he buy tickets from them? Like, I don't know what to ask for and how to ask for it, to get that kind of information out of them. Um, Receipts. I mean, do they consider that receipts when you're online? Did Vivid Seats? Because I'm sure the FBI went to this vividseats.com and went through the program with them and got figured out what Paddock did with them, what kind of transaction he did with them. Um, I don't know. Be interesting. That'd be interesting. Figure that out because I like to see what he actually bought tickets for. And if he bought tickets for any of these events, like anything, I don't fucking know. I mean, but even then, you're gonna have the argument of, well, he could have bought them from Mary Lou Danley. Maybe he didn't go. Maybe I don't know. Of course, if you bought like two tickets, and you're like, well, okay, that kind of says something. Forensic analysis of Dell laptop model E5570 revealed numerous internet searches for open air venues. Additionally, several hundred images of child pornography. See, that sketches me out, man. That's why I don't want to ask for lists of shit on these computers. Let's see. The investigation of the source of these images is ongoing. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they nailed that down, if they figured that out, but I'm not asking for any kind of information based on something stupid like that. I'm not doing that. Following internet searches from his laptop, because I just don't want anything to do with that. Let's see. Following internet searches from his laptop are indicated below. So El Cortez, all that sort of stuff. I wonder if well, they're probably not going to give you the footage from inside a hotel. I don't think they fucking even have to, since you're not supposed to be filming in hotels anyway. Um, unless they want to give it to you, I guess. I mean, Mob Museum, I mean, shit, I don't know. It's like hard to say, like, if he actually went to any of these fucking places, you know. It's really hard to say. Did he have time Friday or Saturday? I don't even know. Seemed like he did the lock interrogation. Seemed like he was either in the room or he was in Mesquite. It's like there's very little room for him doing anything except for late at night. Well, I guess you know what? Yeah, I mean, he probably had hours. He started gambling some of those nights about 10 or 11 o'clock, but that means he would have had to go to that concert like late. But I think that's the only time he was really ever out of the room, you know, was when they said he was gambling all night. Let's see, along with 3 cellular phones, 2 other phone numbers were found associated with panic, which included the phone number telephone numbers. So, like, all right, so the 2 other phones, I think at least one of them was a landline. I thought I saw that somewhere. But I'm guessing the 2 were both landlines. One was probably, Reno, one was Mesquite, I'm guessing. And then you had the 3 phones. One of these phones most likely or possibly was Danley's. Oh, you got 4 numbers here. So, one of these numbers I think belonged to Danley. I have a feeling. And, because the way that the text data, was written, it made it look like he had Danley's phone, and, the FBI had Danley's phone in the end. So, she probably buys herself a new phone when she goes on vacation. See, he went on to Mesquite on Saturday night, didn't return to Vegas until the next day. I mean, if you're saying, like, he didn't go straight to Mesquite, I guess, yeah, that's possible. Instead of, going to Mesquite, he went and did a little stopover at the Route 91, walked around a little bit. I mean, can you imagine how creepy that is if you're someone that was actually at that event and was shot at and all that sort of stuff, knowing that that dude was actually there in the mix with you at one point? You could have fucking been behind him in the hot dog line or some shit. That'd be crazy. So these, and this is kind of what I was expecting. Like when I did that thing for the text data, I think the original intent behind that was to try and prove the hooker story was either true or false, and of course it didn't work out that way. Um, because she said that she was texting him while he was in the room at the Mandalay Bay, or while during that time frame. But we didn't get anything like that at all. We got nothing like that. So it looked like he didn't use text messaging very much. I mean, he could have used something like Signal or whatever, any kind of variation of that. Hangouts even. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff available at that time he could have been using for texting. Telephone number had 1837 contacts since the beginning of October 2016. Now, somebody told me like context in this could be off, man, because I always thought this meant like he had fucking 1,800 people in his phone. That's crazy. That's a lot of people. Um, but when it says, I was straightened out on that, right? Where it says contact since beginning of October 2016. That means that he used that phone, 1,800 times since October 2016. Of those contacts, 668 were outgoing, and yeah, okay, so there you go. Yeah. Incoming last outgoing call placed from this number was on September 27, 2017, at approximately 15:22 hours. See, that would be interesting to see what the hell that was. September 27th, that's when he was so 322. So that was the day that he was asking, if I remember right. That was the day he was asking for the other room. He was asked for the 200 wing. I believe. I believe that was the day. And if that's the case, then I mean, hell, that could have been the phone call to his casino host saying, "Hey, give me that room at the end of the hall." And when he told him to go pound sand, there could have been another phone call on this phone saying that to the Tropicana, asking Tropicana to hook him up. I don't know. And then they told him no. Let's see the other phone number. Okay, the last outgoing call was September 27, 2000. See, he made a call there a couple of minutes before. So he could have called, let's see, outgoing call. Where's the incoming call? So September 28th. Yeah, okay. So he could have called his casino host from this phone. Why he switched phones, I have no idea. That's sketchy behavior. But and then, it was only 4 minutes later, he could have made the call Let's see, this is outgoing. Yeah, so he could have made the call to Tropicana. This could have been the Tropicana call right here. It's possible. It's possible. Um, and then this phone number is not really of much consequence because associated with a personal smartphone and had very little contact information. Like I don't say shit, so obviously, it doesn't have the 1,600 contacts or anything. This must be a fairly new phone. I don't remember if we got a guy from the phone place saying that he sold him the phone. I don't remember if that was in the new report or not, or if that's just something I'm tripping on. Um, he asked about getting a room at Tropicana back on September 12th to the 14th. So, but it says in that report. Now, my understanding is he stayed at the Tropicana, is what you're talking about. He stayed at Tropicana from the 12th to the 14th. He actually had a room at Tropicana 12th to the 14th. That's when he lost $38,000 or whatever, I believe, on that weekend or whatever that was. I think that's what that was. I think that's what you're talking about. I could be wrong, but my memory is he stayed there from the 12th to the 14th at the Tropicana. And then it says later when they were interviewing somebody, I believe at the Tropicana, they were saying that he asked for a room. And I think it was written as he asked for a room during the time of the shooting at the Tropicana, and it was a very specific room. So, like, okay, he asked for, yeah. So, like, I'm wondering, to me, the puzzle with that room is that, he had a specific room in mind that he wanted, and he wanted it during the time of the shooting. Now, that room obviously overlooks the venue. So it's very possible that there was a plan of attack there, but the they didn't give him the room, and that's what trips me out, is that they didn't give him the room. Why would you not give him the room when he spent $35,000 at your place? That tells me that the room was already taken. Somebody was in there. They'll bump somebody, they'll bump somebody out of his suite, no problem. But, for a high roller, if they're gonna make money off it, um, you'll get screwed. But if somebody's already in the room, somebody's already occupying that room, you ain't getting it. You're not getting it. You're just fuck you. You're not getting it. So, like, and that's why these computers are so, and this is just my understanding, and I'm thinking this is for all major casinos in Vegas. It works like it did in the Mandalay Bay, right? They put them in a room originally in the like 100 wing or something like that, and then eventually it switched them over to the 200 wing or some of that nature, and then it eventually landed on the 32135 is the room they eventually got, because it's always shifting people around and trying to make room for fucking people. And then you go to the check-in desk, you say, I want a suite, you slip them $20, and then they bump somebody out of the suite to give it to you. Or if they have an empty suite, they'll just switch your room right there. But why didn't they give him the room? It's just that's strange, dude. And if somebody was occupying the room, people don't usually go to Vegas for like months at a time, or they don't stay in a room for months at a time. Even Paddock didn't do that. Paddock just stayed in a room for like 4 days at a time. And so that's strange. That's sketchy behavior. So why didn't they give him the room? Was it occupied? I don't know. Let's see. Suspectology. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. They didn't figure anything out with that. Okay, so there's the Mary Lou Danley interview. Now, let me go to, let me get out of this and go to, let's find the vault. For the FBI vault. Kind of running out of time here. I didn't want to stay on this long. Um, let's go to the recently added. Let's look up Stephen Paddock here. this? Let's see. They want feedback? What? Get out of here. That shit. Oh, this thing's gonna suck. This thing's gonna suck bad. I don't think this is even gonna work right now. Let's see the vault. Because this is too small. And I can't bring it out enough. I mean, there's the biggest it gets. Um, yeah, and I need to go all the way to the end of this fucking thing. Let's see. Let's go to like, I think it's 280 something. It starts. Yeah, with all this madness. So, oh man, it sucks doing it. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a button for it. This fixes the problem. Well, not really. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah, it might fix the problem. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Much better. He did spend a lot. Yeah. He did spend a lot of time in Vegas during the month of September. Dude, I think this guy, to be honest with you, I think this guy was always in Vegas. Like, I don't think he really even lived in Mesquite. Like, he did, but I don't think he really stayed in that house very often. I think his whole thing was just jumping casino to casino to casino. He basically lived out of hotel rooms. I think that's what it seems like to me. Like he just bounced around, man. Um, so there's one thing in this that I remember seeing that I wanted to understand what it was. There was a disc with images. There's a piece of paper. Let's see, box, two pieces of metal. Yeah, don't care. Box. And I may not be able to find it right now. I don't know. Suitcase, cargo area, Chrysler Pacifica, all the magazines and stuff. Shotgun. Okay, well, yeah. Here's all the stuff taken from Babbling Brook. I don't remember seeing body armor in this. Maybe it is here. I don't know. Yeah, see, I think like what a lot of Paddock did was Paddock. It seems like he'd go to the Palms and he'd get a room for 4 days, and then from there he'd go to the Wynn and he'd stay at the Wynn for 4 days. Then maybe he'd go back to Babbling, to Mesquite for a couple days, and then he'd come back to Vegas, and then he'd go sit at the Caesar's Palace for a couple days, and then he'd go to MGM for a couple days, and he bounce around to casinos at MGM for a couple days, and he end up in Tropicana for a couple days. It's just that's what it seems like to me because this guy's been everywhere. I mean, they got a thing with the Palms, right? They got the casino host of the Wynn saying he went to the Wynn quite a bit, and same thing with Caesars. And even though he burned the bridge with Caesars, I think a month or two before, if I remember right. And MGM, he was happy with MGM. So I think he was basically living out of casinos for a while there. I could be wrong, but it just seems that way. There's a ski mask and the foam ball. It was interesting the foam ball was not opened. It's still in the plastic. Oh, what do you need a foam ball for, bro? Like, what was that? What are you doing? Let's see, bottle from trash can, cardboard box, 2 wrappers, cloth, from trash can, 2 pieces of gum from trash can, metal cap from trash can, 3-in-1 endoscope cord from trash can. Fuck. See, like, the endoscope, I'm wondering if that was the peephole camera. Maybe somehow MacGyvered the peephole camera. I don't fucking know. Let's see, packaging from trash can, Menlo Bay. Tape, tissue with the gum on it. Tissue from passenger door, key from the console. Uh, Yeah, he got kicked out of yeah, Reno got mad at him. Well, I mean, like, I went through all that, like, I think I did. I don't even know anymore. I don't remember half of the shit I've done on this. But, I think I went through a lot of that where, I found a lot of these, Vegas gamblers, these, dudes that are doing the exact same thing he was doing, basically, the, video poker guys. And, I have a video well, I've seen videos, I should say. And, the one guy complaining, after the lockout because they're treating him like trash at some of these, casinos, and that was I don't know where that was. I think that was, like, Pahrump or something like that. I don't even think it was, Reno or Vegas. I think it was, like, Pahrump, somewhere in Nevada, and he was all pissed off because he was talking to him about how, shitty they were treating him and stuff like that, and he had a whole rant on a video about how they're treating these guys like shit these days because they're not making as much money off them as they think they should. So, like, they can make a lot more money off of, slot players than the video poker players. Let's see, puts tie. I don't know. That could explain why Paddock was kinda losing his shit if you wanna go that route and say that, it's just an old man lost his shit and started shooting at people, but, you know, only changing. See, he had an Atlantis parking pass, so he was still going to some, place up there in Reno, it looks like. Not sure where the Grand Sierra Resort is. Tropicana. Yeah. Anyway, insurance registration, let's see, sticker, registration, um, temporary placard from glove box. Temporary placard, what does that mean? He got a handicap placard? This guy, running around with a handicap placard or something else? Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, we talked about it. Alright, alright. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember half the shit I've done on this stuff. My brain sucks. Let's see, unknown substance. Alright, yeah, that's always good to have. Let's see, notepad, 2 wrap, soap bars, bottle of shampoo, bottle of lotion. These are all Manly Bay Room stuff. And see, like, I don't I don't remember seeing stuff like that taken from his, Mesquite house. The Mesquite house, they had, like, a lot of notepads. Like, there's a shit ton of notepads in there from my memory of this, reading through this. But, yeah, you didn't see, like, a lot of, Prel shampoo being taken from, Mesquite. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they just didn't decide to put that in. Maybe they just didn't take it. They didn't care. Let's see, holster, adapter. I would think though, if something this crazy, they just take everything. Just take it all. Surprised we didn't get some secret. Well, no, I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna get political right now. Let's see, red labels, security camera box, screwdriver, case backpack from floor. Yeah, and there's that backpack, child's backpack with the drill in it. Because I believe the only way to figure this out is to look at this, say this is item 110, I think is how that works. Item 110, and then you got to go find the drill that says uh, inside item 110. The pain in the ass. Let's see, notepad from desk in Babbling Brook. See, notepads in Babbling Brook. Drill bit, camera with cable. Okay, whatever. Fingerprints and palm prints is sympathetic. And then fingerprints, probably every single person that works at Mandalay Bay. Um, let's see, cooler from Mandalay Bay hotel room. I forget what was in the cooler. It was the ski mask or beanie or whatever that was, and something else. I forget. Let's see, notepad from Mandalay Bay. Receipt from Manly Bay Room. Yeah, seen that receipt. Strap from table, sealed bag with cables, Starbucks double shot espresso can with contents from refrigerator. So he didn't drink it. It had the contents. It had Monster Energy with contents from refrigerator. Yeah, so he didn't drink this stuff. It looks like. Um, I know that was a big contention thing. Everyone was freaking out because he was drinking Monster Energy drinks. No, I don't think he was. Let's see, portion of people from Manly Bay Room, fire extinguisher. Let's see, bottle of contents from, yeah, and he had that like fire extinguisher thing. I think that's what that red can is that everyone thought was like bear mace or something at one point. It's a fire extinguisher, which is strange. Um, let's see, bag, sealed screwdriver set, handle from dresser, United States passport. They even took the handles off the dresser. They took the handles for fingerprinting. That's crazy. They just raided this room. Let's see, box with razor blades, digital rangefinder, screen with cord from bar, Manly Bay, screen with cord from bar. I don't think that thing had a. Oh yeah, yeah, he probably had it plugged in. He probably had the ANRAN thing plugged in. Um, box from top of dresser, Manly Bay room, 135. Oh, that's 130. That's not 134. I was gonna say that's the Hague box. That's not. Um, Screwdrivers. Jeez, this fucking guy. All the trays from all um, the ammunition boxes, more trays, M Life, Stephen Paddock, hair dryer, bag with Q-tips from Manly Bay. Bag with Q-tips. Yeah, Q-tips. Well, he's probably cleaning the guns with stuff like that. Remote control from Manly Bay. Okay, they took the remote. Oh, it's funny. Let's see, bag from Inlet Bay, key, pen, yeah, whatever. Suction cups. That's another weird fucking thing. Um, oh yeah, and then the phone number with I forget what that led to. That led to E Trade or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. It's funny because that phone number, the first time I looked it up, it went to a specific person who was worked for whatever this is. I think it's like E-Trade or something like that. And it went to a specific person. It was like a representative. And then when I went later back there and looked at it, I couldn't find that person again. Because I was actually I was thinking of calling that person and say, hey, what the fuck, man? What do you know about this guy? Um, yeah, all these pieces of paper. Yeah, it's all stupid. I don't know why this guy needed this shit. Like, he'd been doing this for so long, hand frequency, probability, strategy, play occurrences, strategy, perfect play occurrences. It's like he needed training on how to do video poker, but that's what he did for a living. That's weird. Deuce's wild strategy. It's like, what is that? Um, strategy royal flush. Like, why do you need like these pieces of paper they hand out at the casinos to tell you how to play a game if you've already been doing it for years. Let's see, nail clippers, bottle, contents, trash can. Let's see, trades, ammunition, fishing nets. Fucking fishing nets. What are you doing, dude? What are you seriously doing with this shit? Like, why did you lug all this shit up there? Fucking weirdo, man. Fucking crazy. Deposit slip? Deposit slip. Okay, so, okay, I don't know. M Life, there's M Life card. Wait, what? M Life Platinum card, the name of Steam Paddock from Trash Can, and another one, and another one, and another one. What the fuck? We got 4 cards for her, man. I mean, I know, like, those cards expire because I've had that problem before. And so, like, every time I go, I just go straight to the desk and get another one and just throw the old one in the trash when I come home but, or shred it and throw it in the trash. But yeah, he's got a bunch of them right there, man. That was the same item number. The fuck's that about? Why they all have the same item number? Shouldn't they list those separately? I mean, you got different item numbers over here, though. I don't know. I don't understand how a lot of this is situated. I'm just looking for one thing though in particular right now. I'm really curious what it is. Let's see, drill. Probably not gonna find it. I'm probably skipping right over it. Bag from floor, nail file, sewing kit. He had a sewing kit. Like, or was that part of does Manly Bay have those in the room? Like, I don't know. I never really looked through the closets and shit when I stayed there, so I don't know. Um, screw from suitcase. Fuck yeah, they took everything. Dive goggles, duffel bag, hammer, portion of people. Let's see, room key. Those all the room key cards. Yeah. Cool. Magazine, video monitor from countertop, power adapter, power supply, box cutters. Yeah. 25 cartridges, yeah, a bunch of shit. Let's see, suitcase rifle, luggage tags. He had a lot of luggage tags. Um, which means he did travel. He did travel with these things. Tape remove. Let's see, luggage tag, information ribbon, um, silica packet. Oh boy. Sticky note bearing 19D from item 3171. But there is no 3171 here. They skipped it, so who knows what the fuck that even is. Um, 2 drying packets from bag on floor, mail at bay room. Oh, I like silica packets again. Man, it's crazy. Cartridges, 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 beautiful cartridges. Oh my god. Jesus. Fucking insane. 40 cartridges, 40 cartridges. Oh, okay. So these are the cartridges that came out of the clips. So so some of the clips were 40 rounds. Um, yeah, 40 round clips. He didn't even fill a couple of them, 38 cartridges. So he didn't fill them all the way up. Probably fingers were hurting after doing that many of them. Let's see. Three. See, ammunition installation guide from item 3550. Drawing packets, cord, lid from item 3089. That's got to be the, God, the cooler thing. Allen wrenches, yeah, shampoo cartridges, many cartridges. Damn it! I know there was a disc of images, and it's pissing me off 'cause I'm not seeing it. He had a penny. He had a penny. He had a penny. Wonder where the penny was. Um, I think that was a bag. I think I looked that up. It was a bag. There's a penny at the bottom of one of his bags. Why do you have a penny? The fuck you go with a penny in a bag? See, plastic zip lock envelope containing 3 Ziploc packets from okay, Ziploc plastic packets. Okay, whatever. That bag of Ziplocs. I don't know. Getting tired here, man. Not thinking straight. Foam type pouch, security camera. Okay, yeah, that's the shit from the security camera stuff. Toilet paper. Toilet paper from item, whatever. I don't know. What item that is. Let's see. Ribbon, a piece of plastic, lens cap, barcode sticker, cruise pass, bearing, whatever. Um, but see, like stuff like this, like I mean, I guess this could be Mary Lou Danley or something, but like, they redact stuff like this. So like, I don't know, man. I mean, that could say Carnival Cruise or something like that, and it's like, why would you redact that? I don't know. Let's see, hair clip, hair clip, hair clip. You didn't have no fucking hair. You have no hair. Got a hair clip for? What you got a hair clip for? You ain't got no hair, dude. The fuck? Hey, you're pretty thin on top there. You don't need no hair clip. I don't know what that's about. Um, it's a conspiracy right there, man. The hair clip. You can do a whole fucking line of conspiracy hooker fucking shit with the hair clip. Then again, it could just be Mary Lou Danley left it in a bag and ended up traveling with them. Let's see. Security camera box. And yeah, see, I missed it somewhere. Fucking missed it. Really? Are you kidding me? Um, yeah, I missed it somewhere. Shit. Well, let's see. I know I started on page 380 or 280. I believe I started on 280. But I probably missed it. To be honest with you, I probably just completely missed it. So I'm gonna have to go back and look for it later because I don't want to go through all this shit again. Yeah, yeah, I missed it. Damn it. Because it seems to me somewhere in this there was a disk of images, and that's all it was. It's all it stated was disk of images, and I would like to see at least a list of what is on that disk of images. Like, is it a bunch of like like yeah, I know. I know. I figured I'd miss it. I didn't even see like the earplugs in there, man. So I was going through this so fast that I went right over it. Um, but yeah, like a disk of images. Like, what does that even mean? I mean, I've gone through that in my head so many times. Like, what does that even mean? Like a disk of images, like it could be something like who uses like CDs as media anymore, or DVDs even as media anymore. Like most computers don't even have drives for that stuff anymore. And most of it is the Dell laptop was a new one. That was a newer model. I'm not sure about the Asus. The Hewlett Packard, we looked that one up, and I think that was a newer model also. But like, yeah, most of these don't even have disk drives. Like, I don't know if the Dell one did, but what is the disk of images? Like, what was on that disk of images? And like, is it like a real like something like that, like a CD, DVD, or something of that nature, or is it one of those shitty little like plate things that you buy with people, the pictures of people on it or something? Those things that like old ladies have in their house, like sitting on the freaking mantle or something with a picture of their relatives or whatever on it. I mean, it could be anything. So I'm just actually curious. Like, but if it is actually like some sort of media, I like to see, at least get a list of it and ask for a list of contents of that disc, and that way all you'll get is picture number one, picture number two, picture number three, or whatever. I mean, it may even be redacted, like picture of redacted, 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 redacted. And then from there you can find whatever the pictures are that are not redacted, and possibly ask for those specifically. Like, I would like image number 102 on the disk of images, whatever that was found in, wherever that was. But I don't know. I don't know. And I can't even find it in here. So it's like, I'm thinking it came from the Mandalay Bay, but I'm not positive about that. But it was, interesting enough for them to take it. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, like, SD cards and stuff like that. What is a disk of images? I know I saw it in here. I just don't know where it's at. I really don't know where it's at. Uh, Flashlight from near window of Mandalay Bay, room 32135, room A1. I don't remember what room A1 is, but yeah, a lot of flashlights these days have glass breakers on them and shit. I don't know, no idea. I think he used the hammer personally. I think he definitely used the hammer. If he was smart, he would have used the hammer. I wouldn't want to get anywhere near that when that window started coming down. Let's see. That's just me. And the window was definitely broken. Or whatever it says. Let's see. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna find this thing. I'm so not gonna find this thing. All these locks. He had a shit ton of these luggage locks and everything. He's totally paranoid, man. Seriously paranoid. Um, yeah, I'm getting back into the same stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go find that. That was something I'm actually interested in looking at. Yeah, whatever that disk of images was. I was just trying to see if there's anything else possibly that I would run across here that would be interesting. I'm gonna have to read through this entire report again, this stuff here, and because I know there were more things here that I thought were kind of worth checking out. It was very interesting. Baby monitor. Yeah, I mean disk of images. I don't know what the fuck that even means. Like, wouldn't it be jacked up like the disk of images actually like the video feed from the people cam or something stupid like that? It's been there the whole time, and so they could prove that Paddock was always alone. That'd be jacked up. That would be lame. I think the problem is like the FBI. Oh, there it is. Disk containing recorded images. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna fucking write this down. Let's see. It's item. Let's see, 3553. Uh, so recorded images. So I was wrong. It's if they're recorded images, they got some videos on that thing, man. What is that? The fuck is that? Yeah, what is that? What is that disrecorded images? I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't think the baby sense monitor has any. In fact, it doesn't. It's too small to have any kind of. I mean, unless you're putting mini discs in that thing, I don't think that's still a thing though anymore. I think that fad died out in '95. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know what disc containing recorded images would be or where it came from. Like someone said the other day, the hard drive, like maybe you took the disk out of the hard drive, but it's like I don't know about that, man. Because like, what is the point of that? Because if you do that, then like, how are you gonna reinstall? Like, you're gonna put another hard drive together? That's crazy. That's just crazy. You damage that thing, and that there'd just be no restoring that. But I don't know unless the FBI found the trash hard drive, took the disk out of it because the hard drive was damaged beyond repair, and sent that disk to be processed and possibly. But I don't know because isn't this the intake right here? And if this was the intake, then they wouldn't know what was on the disk at this point. So it's just a disk to them. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but that's something interesting to me. Um, I'm gonna see if they'll give me a list of whatever's on that, and I'm just gonna try and put that item number and see if that works. Um, see if they can find it from that, and if I can get a list of that, then maybe watch, it'll say recording 1, recording 2, recording 3. And then if I ask for them, they'll say, nope, can't give them to you. But wouldn't that be trippy if he was recording everything that went on in that hallway over the last, over the whole, however many days he was there? I can't even remember anymore, 5 days or whatever. If he recorded everything in the people cam, that'd be nuts. That'd be absolutely nuts. And then, I don't know, whatever. It'd only really be nuts if somebody showed up, but whatever. Oh, I'm not even. Oh, you know what, dude? I'm not even sharing the right screen, am I? No, I'm not. I'm not even sharing the right screen. Sorry about that. This whole time you guys have been looking at minutia. Nonsense. But yeah, this recording of images looks like it's number 3553 on this thing. So, yeah, whatever. All right. Well, I'm out of here with this thing. Yeah, I kind of bombed that a little bit, but I guess did what it came to do. So, have a good night, everyone.